just to satiate their fucking thirst for an outgroup to be able to otherize and demonize. Apparently, Ben Shapiro did exactly that. He shut down a student who was apparently being wacky. Wacky student tries to insult Ben Shapiro. Gets shut down instantly. Apparently this was some conference they did at a college somewhere. Just happened a couple of days ago because I've seen the Daily Wire post clips from it non-fucking stop. And you know I'm not high enough for this shit. Go ahead, Ben Shapiro. Tell us what's up. By the way, for those of you who just joined us, Matt Walsh of the Daily Wire said that
Justin FREAKIN, the formidable voice in the culture,
said that I'm a formidable voice in the culture. So you have it straight. I trust the Daily Wire.
Hello, my name is Quentin Merritt. I'm a mathematician and a physicist here, a double major, and I also just...
I wonder why they might call this young man wacky. I wonder why. Maybe doesn't fit the look of somebody. This was some kind of a conference put on by the Young Americans Foundation.
Won the most prestigious award in the country to pursue research at any institution I want, the National Science Foundation Graduate Research Fellowship. So I think I'm pretty, qualified to say that most of what you're saying is based on like old data. But my question to you, and so I want you all to like realize that
last month, but sure.
For example, gender identity disorder, that's the DSM-4, bro. We use the DSM-5 now for psychologists to be able to talk about...
I literally cited the DSM-5 in the speech, and it's called gender dysphoria, which is a term that I use throughout the speech, not gender identity disorder.
You sound like a bozo, bro. And you get no pussy, and you can't even make your wife wet, bro, so what's good?
Oh! I mean, you can't make your wife wet, Ben.
Let me just say...
Unlike those of us over here on the left, we can make our wives wet because, we live in sexual anarchy.
You live in sexual anarchy?
I'm not sure the kid is correct. Gender dysphoria is in the DSM-5, the treatment of which is to transition. That's something you will hear me say to right-wingers quite often.
The nice thing about having several small children is I don't feel the necessity to have my masculinity
challenged. If we're using a Western
like
colonial idea of gender, then why should it apply? If we're using, because the gender binary is a Western colonialist framework of gender.
You're right. Men and women don't exist in any other culture.
No.
You're
Think about Native American.
Nailed it.
Third gender people. I'm not.
What I want to bring up is that this guy is not media trained. He is very nervous, you can tell. So I feel sorry for him, and this is insane that Ben Shapiro, promotes himself on dunking on a college student.
I'm not saying that. Third gender people exist in Native American societies, Western African societies, like Southern Native American societies, like Mexico. So in other places that are not
doing fine, but
United States or Europe. And so you're saying white, so non-white
incorrect.
people. I'm a mathematician and a physicist. You cannot tell me.
So I have a question.
And also, you're not a biologist.
So I have a question.
I'm 20.
As a mathematician and a physicist, what in the hell do you know about human biology?
And you got your law degree from Harvard. What do you know about biology? You got your law degree from Harvard.
And frankly...
Yeah, if we're applying the same standard.
Frankly, I would ask another question. If your logic is so flawed as a mathematician and a physicist, I would suggest that whichever institution gave you...
What logic is flawed there, Ben?
Hi, Ben. My name is Emily. One of the biggest issues I see in America is the increasing division or polarization.
So that was the owning. That was the whole clip, I guess. We're gonna watch a little bit more of this.
Between both conservatives and liberals. What's destroying America, in my opinion, is not simply just the so-called woke left or the so-called fascist and conspiracy-filled radical right. I see an issue arising from both sides.
Okay, Battle of Possum. If you thought that was lame, stick around. You're getting ready to see some Saudi Arabian comedy making fun of Joe Biden. That should satisfy you.
party does something and the other party complains and reacts in hostility. I believe most of it comes from how the media on both sides portrays the other party. I also believe the increase in the consumption of social media plays a role as well. Nowadays, you just go on Twitter and it's Trump did this or Biden said that. Bottom line is, all I see is anger and hatred towards each other who disagree with each other. How can we get anything done if this anger continues? I mean, we see it up here, clearly.
Well, I mean, you're asking the dude that's fomenting it, so...
This makes me concerned for the future of America. And I know there's no legislation we can pass that just says, you know, hey, we can all get along and be friends. But, you know, there's got to be some type of strategy.
Maybe tell the propagandist you're talking to stop it.
You know, I think that clarity in politics is useful. So clarity, as my friend Dennis Prager has suggested, clarity before agreement, I think is sometimes useful. Where we disagree, it's important to see why we disagree and what those disagreements are, because sometimes it turns out the disagreements are actually smaller than you thought they were when you first sat down with the person, which is why conversations are really necessary and good. It's why I sit down with people on the other side of the aisle, I would say probably more than nearly any other major political figure, certainly on the right. I don't see a lot of it happening on the left either. You know, it obviously exacerbates divisions. You can get echo chambers for sure. It's also true that without social media, you don't have an echo chamber. You just have one sort of media hegemony from one particular side of the aisle. So I'm very grateful that social media exists so that you can rebut some of those points. Listen, I'd be a hypocrite to say I don't appreciate social media. It's made me wealthy and famous. But I also think that what you're really talking about is the death of institutions. And institutions are not built naturally.
It made me wealthy and famous.
So the great discovery of the founders and really of Montesquieu before them is that if you wish to build social institutions, that has to start...
Yeah, I'm cutting him off. Like, he has nothing to fucking say. What he is saying is absolutely meaningless. Meaningless. Let's see if Benny Johnson can do better. Benny Johnson apparently has a clip of a Saudi Arabian comedy show. He says they savaged Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. It's better than SNL. Better than SNL, he says. So let's see what we think about this. Are we gonna have subtitles?
Thank you very much. Today, we're going to talk about the crisis in Spain. Yeah, we're going to talk about the crisis in Africa. Yeah, Russia. Yeah, Russia.
This guy isn't good.
Talk about the president of Russia, Putin. Yeah, Putin. Putin, listen to me. I have very...
No. I've seen SNL's impression of Joe Biden. It's much better.
And the president of China. Oh, I didn't finish Russia?
No, sir.
Thank you to correct me, First Lady. Yeah, thank you very much. God bless you. And God bless...
Thank you all. Hallelujah. Clap to your president.
Yeah, this is pathetic.
How bad is it when Saudi Arabia is making fun of Joe Biden and Kamala Harris? And also, how embarrassing is it that that was better than Saturday Night Live here in America?
How embarrassing is it that you think that was better than Saturday Night Live? How embarrassing is it that this video is 10 fucking minutes long? We ain't gonna make it through this.
America, it's literally your jobs to make fun of.
Okay. Battle of Possum. I promise you. Stick around for the next story. We're not going to watch all of this. We'll hear a little bit of what Benny has to say. Stick around for the next one. I promise you, it will be worth it. It will be worth it. You will not be disappointed. Stick around. One more story. I got you. It'll be worth it. I got it.
Administration in American history. Guys, come on. I mean, this stuff is like gift wrapped for you. If the Saudis... who, I don't know anyone from Saudi Arabia. I don't know if they have a great sense of humor there. I'm not sure.
I don't think they do. I don't think they have a great sense of humor at all.
Theocracy, a kingdom.
Yes.
They don't have free speech. And they don't
yes, you would love that.
Drive there, so not
women can drive.
Humor, I'd assume. Pretty traditional.
As of the last couple of years,
you have them being able to roast Biden and Kamala, and probably what's better than anything that our nation has come up with in a very long
Better than anything your little pea brain could come up with, Benny.
The Grammys or comedians actually made fun of Joe Biden the way that they should, that the way that they would make fun of, let's say, George W. Bush or Donald Trump.
Oh, I'll totally give you some whoppers
Actually
tonight.
flexed the way that other press and media honestly reported around the rest of the world. Have you checked in on what, let's say, Australia is saying about Joe Biden and Kamala Harris?
I'm telling you, stick around.
News broadcaster from the rest of the world.
'Cause I can't do Benny Johnson. This is the last thing we got here. This is the last. Promise it'll be worth it. It'll be worth you sticking around. Because it's a baby opossum. You can't tell me that seeing that little dude isn't worth it. How fucking adorable is that shit?
Hi.
Yeah, hi, dude. Let's see that again. He's mean mugging you, too. Well worth it indeed. I knew it.
Hi.
I know. Look at that face. If you don't like opossums, I don't know what's wrong with you. If you're watching on Twitch, you're getting ready to head over to USA Hole.
Hi.
Look at that little motherfucker. Like, it's grooming itself, and then, like, the look it gives the camera is just priceless. Like, he got caught and his ears went up.